And good morning. I'm Carol Costello. Thanks for joining me. America has lost now. Those are the words from the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte, who just announced he is separating from the United States, cutting military and economic ties with this country and realigning with China. Duterte's move comes less than 2 months after his controversial profanity directed at President Obama, issuing an apology the next day. CNN's Matt Rivers live in Beijing with more. Good morning.
Good morning, Carol. These comments came at a business forum here in Beijing. President Duterte here in Beijing for his first official state visit with China. These comments a huge surprise, given kind of off the cuff to a group of Filipino business leaders as well as Chinese leaders. Let's show you what he had to say.
Your Honors, in this venue, I announce my separation from the United States. Both in military, not maybe social, the Philippines, both in military, but economics also.
Now let's talk about why that's important and very, very, very significant. So the Philippines is one of the few countries that the United States has a mutual defense treaty with. It's been one of the United States' strongest allies in Southeast Asia for some time now. Now, with that announcement, that would mean that the formal treaty, if it were to be a true separation, as the president suggested, it would mean the formal treaty would be suspended, and that would mean that any U.S. military presence on the island of the Philippines, or the many islands in the Philippines, would go away. Now, it's very important to note that this president is known for off-the-cuff comments, and it didn't feel, according to one person in the room, like he had planned to say this. So exactly what he meant to say, exactly how it would be practically implemented, remains to be seen, Carol. And in the past, his advisors, his ministers, his top-level cabinet members have walked back comments he has made in the past that were a little bit offhand, such as this one. But that said, this is an incredibly impactful comment from the president of the Philippines, and one that could very well change the balance of power in the South China Sea, one of the hot spots in the world today.
It's a very strategic ally to have for the United States. So what is China saying anything about this yet?
At this point, we have not heard from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in China, but it's certainly something that Beijing would probably be okay with. Beijing has been courting the Philippines' support. Beijing has been the country, really more than any other, that have been really aggressive in the South China Sea, seizing territory, building artificial islands, and it had this first official state visit with President Duterte because President Duterte has clearly signaled a shift, wanting to move away from the United States and towards China. And so while we haven't heard officially anything from China yet, Carol, you can bet that this is something that they probably wouldn't be too upset to hear.
Matt Rivers reporting live from Beijing, China this morning. Still to come in the newsroom, we know Donald Trump's